You getting that, Dave? Get in there. All right. We got a packed house today. Real Estate for Real with Eric Pettigo. I appreciate everybody tuning in, as always. And pretty soon I'm going to have to give Cindy and Missy just co-billing on this if you girls keep coming on.
This is it. It's only the second time.
Don't ever say that. It's not. We'll find another reason. But a couple more guests today. We've got Betty Grady and Dave Grady in here too. And so you guys will have to share a microphone. I was underprepared for this. I have to buy all new equipment to get.
Wouldn't be worth it.
But I'm really excited to do this. From just our general conversation before we started going, I thought this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good one. I think we all love cheeseburgers, but we don't eat them while we're talking on the phone to people.
And that's enough said about that.
All right. Okay. So here we go. Betty, how did they convince you to do this?
I said I wouldn't do it unless they came with me. I've been retired for 8 years now, so I'm trying to forget everything I ever learned.
Yeah? How's that going?
Pretty good.
Okay.
She cringes every time we tell her something new that's changed in the industry.
And then I don't have to do that anymore.
Yes.
With the hands and everything?
Yeah. Especially, I just found out they have huge new changes with the all the forms, and I thought, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much to keep up with.
It is.
It doesn't seem like, so I guess let's rewind. When you very first started real estate was when?
It was in 1980, but I had my license for probably about 10 years before that.
Okay. All right.
I actually got my license when my late husband started in the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So-
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I kept my license up for that many years before I actually went to work.
All right.
I was home raising children.
And you've done a marvelous job,
I
I
think
must say.
so.
Yeah. Some of my favorites. So, and now it feels like we have, like I just went to Donuts and Docks the other day or something at the car building, and it's all these new changes. And it feels like every year I have to learn something. You know, they change the forms, they change the wording. And it's like, man, I was just getting used to explaining that to my clients, and now I've got to find something new. So was it that often back then?
No, we had a front and back one-page contract.
Nice. That sounds amazing.
And we had no addendums. No addendums.
So what was on the contract? Just, you want it? Yes or no?
Basic,
Yeah.
just all your basics. But every time there's a lawsuit, I guess they figure out how to make a new form.
How many pages is it now?
7, and then you've got all the addendums that are 2 pages.
Yeah. Some of them are 3 or 4.
And also, we didn't
Disclosures.
have any lock boxes. When you wanted to show a house, you had to drive around to every real estate office, pick up a key,
Yeah.
show the house, then drive the key back.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No.
I'd have all the keys in my car all day.
We
Oh,
stopped at payphones all the time too.
Yeah, before cell
To
phones.
call the office, see if the key was in the office. If
Yeah.
the last realtor took it back.
Yeah,
I like
very different.
when I talk to newer agents and I tell them about, the good old days of having to call offices just to schedule showings instead of getting on our phone and just going, they're like, what? Like, it's mind blowing. But I never had to drive around and get keys to every single property. That sounds like too much. And you probably also drove around with your clients back then too, right?
Back then, we always had them in our car. And I know it's evolved where usually everybody meets somebody there. So we had to keep our cars clean.
Yes. Cleaner than now. But that's how you really got to know people. You really knew people
Yeah.
because you had small talk the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you couldn't listen to your podcast when you were driving around, so I don't know what
So
you
we do
did.
now.
I listen to yours when I drive.
I appreciate that.
Unless
All right.
they're from out of town, I just don't love them in my car.
Yeah. That's time to make a quick phone call or catch up with something else.
Yeah.
Eat a cheeseburger.
Yeah. And then call Eric.
I feel like next time.
After that with my car.
Yeah.
I feel like next time we're on the phone together, you're going to do that on purpose, and I'm
at
going
least
to
gonna
laugh.
fake it.
Yeah. We're not talking about anybody specifically in particular. So Cindy, you brought me this
I did.
for the people out there. It's a Grady Realtors Inc. keychain,
It's a good story how our parents got those.
and this is what I want to get into. I want the origin story, Betty. So I need to know. I need to know how it all started. I need to know what got the Grady family into real estate.
Well, my late husband started in insurance, and then the gentleman he was working for in that insurance company decided he wanted to do insurance and real estate.
Okay.
So that's how it evolved. Yeah.
All right.
And then, like I said, I came in 10 years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so how did it go, I guess, to where it was like, we want this to be our own thing. It's got to be our name on
Well,
it, not working at a brokerage somewhere. We are the brokerage.
First of all, there was the three-way partnership, and it was called Reeve, Grady, and Crouch.
Okay.
And then after that was going on for 10 years, they decided to open up a satellite office, and that was over on MacArthur. And my husband wanted to go over and run that. So the other partners stayed at the original building. And then after several years, the other partners were quite a bit older, and he felt like he was producing a lot. So he decided, I'm going on my own. So 6 months after he went on his own, we had a terrible depression.
Oh.
Recession. That's 1979 when all the interest rates started going up to 16%. Never did I see that, for a while we had them down to 2 and 3%.
Oh, that's nuts.
Never thought that
When I
would
have
happen.
buyers now complaining about their interest rates in the 6s, I say, ask your parents. Mm-hmm. Ask your parents when they bought their house back in the 80s and the early 80s. Ask what they locked in at and be happy with
exactly.
your, 6.7.
How high did you see him? 14?
No, 16%.
16?
And back then, we had to do a lot of contract for deeds because
Really?
people couldn't get finance. I closed all kinds of transactions in my office. I mean, now you'd say, oh my God, the title company has to do it.
You drew up settlement statements.
Yeah, I did closing statements.
We had calculators that we pre-approved people.
What?
Yeah.
We did all the
Yeah.
pre-approval in our with
Our own
offices.
brains.
No, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you is right. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
All I can say is we never got sued for anything.
It's never too late.
No.
Okay. All right. So then, Cindy, you said there's a good story behind where this came from. So let's.
You mean the Irish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
Well, we had just contracted with a company to make our Shamrock key tags. And for our 25th wedding anniversary, we decided to go to Ireland.
Okay.
Because my husband Pat and I had never been there. So we go to Ireland. About the third night, we stayed in all bed and breakfast. About the third night, Pat took a whole bunch of the key tags with him. And he gave one to the lady that owned the bed and breakfast. And the next morning, she's making us breakfast. Oh, she said, I couldn't sleep at all last night. I need some of these Shamrock key tags for my bed and breakfast.
Okay.
She said, we don't have anything like this over here in Ireland. So she counts out $500 because I told her I just paid the bill. I knew what they cost. So she said, okay, you owe me this for the one night in the bed and breakfast. And now she gave me over $500 to come back home,
Cash.
order her the key tags, and have them mailed to
Ship
her.
back over, huh?
That's a trusting Irish lad.
Yeah.
It was. I thought, oh my God, these Irish
Pat,
people.
now we got more money to spend on vacation.
No, I sent them to
Go
her.
peddle your key tags to another country.
She was delighted. She sent me a nice note. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So we still have people that will ask us if we still have any of those, even though they're, like I said, vintage now, but they're fun. People love them.
I
Well,
still
I
have a
appreciate you
box
bringing
down
that
the
in for me.
basement
Do you really?
of my
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh, good.
It's fun when you see them randomly.
Yeah.
Like a stranger in a grocery store or whatever. You're like, hey, is that a keychain?
And that happens, I'm
It has
sure.
happened,
Yeah. Yeah. So, so you guys start the business back then, and you go in. All right, we're Grady Realtors. We have our own office. So,
You had how many agents working for you back then?
thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think
Jump in whenever you
Yeah.
want. It's okay.
we had about 7 or 8. We were a small company.
Sure.
Yeah, we never had a lot. And Cindy got out of college and started working at the newspaper. And everybody at the
Did I know
newspaper
that?
said,
I think I
"Why?
told you that.
Okay.
Why aren't you going into your parents' real estate business?" So she finally decided to come in. And about a week after she started, Pat and I went on a week's cruise. She had to handle everything
Left me to
herself.
sink or swim. 33 years ago.
Where
no
was
phones,
the cruise to?
no email, nothing.
Oh.
There was no contact with them for 1 week.
You just handle it, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
She had me call either Willard Kennedy if I had a question, or
I think it was Ron Ladley.
Ron Ladley
too.
back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said, oh, we've talked to them. If you've got anything, they'll help you.
I'm sure you had to use that too, right? Don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
remember if I did or not.
I
but-
think you figured out how to.
I mean,
do
we've
whatever.
lived it our whole lives.
Sure.
Like we heard our parents talked about it in the kitchen. So there was no cell phone to leave the room. You sat there while we were still eating dinner, and they would talk to their clients at the kitchen table or in the living room with us. I mean, we heard
Yeah.
all their conversations. So it's been part of our lives.
It's a different thing. I'm noticing that now because my son's licensed, and he said he's like, I've always known that it was a lot of work, but I didn't realize like how much work. He's grown up watching me do it, but it is. I've noticed it's a lot easier. He's acclimated himself to this a lot easier than I did because I had no exposure to it when I got into it.
Oh,
But him, he's dove right in and he's out showing houses every day. Like he's super, super busy, but I'm
the
sure.
tools are easier. Like all the
Yeah.
tools they have now. Yeah.
Yeah. So was that something? Did you want the kids getting into the family business? Is that something that you aspire? I mean, but
No, actually,
you didn't try to encourage or discourage
I
anything
just,
like
no,
that?
I wanted them to get a college degree and, follow your own passion. No, I don't think we ever talked them into doing it.
I thought I was going to work for Hallmark writing greeting cards or creating a
I thought I was
magazine.
gonna open an Irish pub. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was a hotel and restaurant management major.
Yeah.
Kind of worthless.
Not necessary.
I was an
Oh,
art
it's a
major.
service.
Yeah. Service industry. So,
Yeah.
and you're a teacher,
Yeah.
and so those all
And
help.
I think all the things we did
Yeah.
first helped us in the career.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it did.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
And they were very encouraging. Like when it was time for Dave to start working, they did not want him to directly come to work at the company. They really wanted him to try his major. He was the manager of Applebee's and
Yeah.
Couple
about
things,
A
so-
little over a year, and
Yeah.
started real estate in '94.
okay.
If I was going to work 70 hours a week, I wanted it to pay off. So
Yeah.
that's why I got out of restaurants and into real estate.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
So who was the first to get in?
me.
Cindy was.
I'm the
Cindy
oldest.
was the first. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to start trying to guess ages.
It's okay.
I'm not- yeah.
We go in this
Was
order.
that 92?
91, 92,
92.
January of like 92.
So you were 92, I was 94.
So you were 94. Okay.
I didn't have
You
to
were
do all the
2001.
crazy stuff you had to do.
2001. Yeah.
You were 2001?
Statement.
Late bloomer.
Yeah. Well, I was teaching school.
Yeah. All right.
Well, she's younger
She's
than they
8
are.
years younger, so
Okay.
yeah.
6. Yeah.
Who's counting? Okay, so Dave, let's learn about Dave a little bit.
I started in 94.
Cindy, will you slide that over there a little bit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Started in 94. And I think in my first year, probably in about 8 months, I doubled my restaurant income. So,
Okay.
I thought that was great, and I stuck with it. I didn't know what was going to happen when I started. Ron Ladley actually helped me get my license.
Me too.
And I was in the business from 94 until 2013 when I had a kidney transplant.
Ooh.
And I haven't sold real since 2013. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll come back. I don't know.
He was a really good agent.
I believe it.
Well,
I believe it.
I liked it. I loved it a lot. At this point in my life, I may want to try something else. And if that doesn't work out, I might get my license again. I don't know. I did like it. It gives you a lot of freedom. It is a lot of work.
Yes.
You got to have a lot of energy
Yes.
in this business. And I did love it, though. I did.
Yeah, you're good
Shared the
people.
passion my parents had.
We had good mentors.
Yeah.
It's easy to fall in love with. I
Yeah.
mean, it grabs you. That's, I've never, I fell in love immediately, and I still, every day, I just love this as much as it keeps me up at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It gets crazy some days.
Yeah. And as much as I'm positive, every time I go to the doctor or something and they take my blood pressure, I'm like, here goes. And then they're like, yeah, you're okay. And I'm like, I don't know how that's possible.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like it should be through the roof, and you just caught me on a good day, I guess.
You get some crazy stories. in
Dave's
this
got a
business.
good story of how far he went for a client.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Tell me.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to start getting into I don't know how, because I was just trying to get us timelined until we got everybody together.
I've
And
got a
then
good
I
story.
want some stories,
It's a good
right?
story.
So please go ahead.
Probably a realtor's favorite day, closing day.
Oh yeah.
And at a closing, it was a repeat customer and a guy that lived down the street from me, actually. Sold his house, it's closing day, and I came to pick up in the morning. The closing, I think it was at noon or 1. And I came by his house to pick up the sign, lockbox. And I'm picking those up, putting them in the car, and he comes down the driveway. He's about an 80-year-old man. And he said, "Hey, Dave, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm picking up the sign lockbox. I'll give you your key back." And he said, "Can you help me with something?" So I walked down the driveway. He said, "Come out here in the backyard." His car's positioned kind of awkward in the driveway with the trunk open.
Uh-oh.
And I come around the corner, and he said, "Oh, we're just sweeping up and, getting everything prepared clean for him." And I see a big hole in the yard, a big thing of dirt next to it. And I'm like,
Is this okay? Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
It's safe. It's
Sorry.
safe.
Okay.
And I said, "George, why are you digging a hole on closing day?" He said, "Well, I need some help. You mind coming over here and checking it out?" And I go over to the edge of the hole, and there's this marble box in the ground. And I was like, "George, what am I helping you with here?" And he said, "Well, that's Muffy,
Oh.
and we want to take her to the new house."
Oh no.
That was a dog that passed about 10 years prior. And so I take my tie off. I get down in the hole. I lift this heavy box up, this marble box, pick it up. This man's 80 years old. He can't
Right.
deal with
Of course, you can't pick
it.
Muffy
I'm
up.
in my 30s.
Not a
probably.
chance.
I pick it up. It's so heavy. And God, I'm like, does it smell? I'm just going to hold my breath. And I take it over to the car, put this marble box in the car. And I said, "There you go, George." Shook his hand. And I said, "Now that's a full service realtor."
Yeah, no joke.
Full service.
Wait, I thought you had to rebury Muffy at the new
I was
house.
going to say full
No,
service.
I did not. No, I didn't. I went home, took a shower, threw my clothes out, and
fill
washed
in the
my
dirt?
hands. I did fill in the dirt for him.
Full service would have gone
Yeah.
to the new house and
That's
helped him
full-
dig the new hole and,
Yeah,
and
well,
rebury
partial
Muffy.
service, partial full
Okay,
service.
all right.
So.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We do weird things.
Weird.
Yeah.
We just unlock doors and turn the lights on.
Right.
That's all we
Show
do.
pretty
Pretty
houses.
houses.
Yeah, I love pretty houses. Okay.
Makes for a good story
That's
in
a
the book.
great story.
Every realtor could probably write a book at the end
Yeah.
of their
And
career.
yeah, 100%. But I always, spoiler alert if you're listening, I always look for show titles, and I try to capture one quote when I go back and listen through. But sometimes it hits me while we're doing it, so I'm going to make a note and just
Muffy.
know that this one is going to be called
Full service.
Why You
realtor.
Digging a Hole on Closing Day? if that's
Were
okay.
you worried it was going to be a body?
Yeah, what's that?
Were you worried it was going to be a body?
That's why
treasure chest,
Yeah,
or-
haven't been sued yet.
Yeah.
God
Right.
rest Muffy. God rest Muffy.
Okay. That
Well,
was
he
so-
did to the point
that's
you'd come
awesome.
back and we'd all tell each other a story, and nobody's even surprised. Like,
Yeah.
none of us. You go tell your friends, and they're like,
What?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we all just go, yep, that's
Yeah.
real estate.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes,
can
we
see that
do.
happening.
Due to get our paycheck.
Dad had some good ones. He had some good ones too.
Any that you can remember?
Oh yeah. Tell about the his friend with the prosthetic leg.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I just
yeah.
talked about this the other day.
He was
Joe
help-
Chicho.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe
Right?
Chicho.
Nice man, yeah.
It was. Yeah. He was helping them in the car, I believe. He was
They were
showing
on the
them
porch.
houses.
Yeah.
Showing them houses or something, and he had a prosthetic leg.
Is Dave on camera? I'm sorry. Let's.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
Yes.
want to make sure I can't. Okay. All right.
He had a prosthetic leg, and it came loose, and he went down hard.
Oh no.
And I
It's not
think my
funny.
dad-
Why am I laughing?
Too late. Because why is it funny? Cindy and I laugh so hard and send each other videos of people falling all the time.
And the
Down
leg-
flights of
Yeah.
stairs.
The leg
Why
went
is
off.
it so funny?
That's not
The
funny
leg
at all.
flew off, and he picked up the leg, gave it back to him, and he sat down in the car and put it back on. He said, "Looks like I have a leg up on you, Joe." So, yeah.
He laughed with Joe a long
Yeah,
time
they were
ago.
friends.
Good.
It started in '94. We had a little better technology than you might have had when you started.
Oh, I made them get a Commodore 64.
Oh,
And
cutting
a fax
edge.
machine.
And a
Oh,
And a
Commodore
fax machine
64.
changed
Ooh, that's
lives.
fast.
Yeah.
The fax machine was probably revolutionary, though, right?
Fax
At the
machine
time.
was huge.
Oh yeah, you could fax something over to an office without driving over there.
Yeah. Back
'Cause-
then, every realtor knew where the other
No
ones
scanning.
lived because you drove to their houses.
You had to.
You had
Yeah.
to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have better measuring devices now?
Oh yeah.
No, we have people.
I have a story about that.
Yeah, we have
too.
people who do that for us now.
Well, I had the fancy new machine, the new measuring machine, and I'm showing a house to a guy. He said, "How big is this room?" I said, "Oh, I got this new device that shoots a laser to the wall, comes back, gives you an accurate
Yeah.
reading." And I set it on the wall. He said, "Dave, no need for that.
This is good.
These boots are size 12."
Oh yeah.
And he started with a DY walk
Yep.
to the wall. Yeah. Oh, that's
Was he
just a couple.
accurate? Was he close?
Laser or size 12 boot? I don't know.
I bet you he was pretty close.
I
though.
bet
Close, close enough.
It's
Yeah.
nice that you let him actually do it.
I wish I would have had a camera. phone
Dad always
back
used to
as a
walk it
flip
off.
phone.
Always
And he
walked
was
it off.
not a size 12.
No.
My dad, because I grew up in the sod industry, and we always had to. We got to go first, and we got to measure the yard,
Yeah.
which is much more tricky than measuring a house to get a somewhat accurate sod count before they cut the sod. Because the last thing you want to do is have
Too much.
like
Right.
5 extra pallets of sod that you've paid for and nowhere to put it. So we had to measure. But my dad would do the same thing, but he would take strides, and he'd be like, every stride is 3 feet.
Yard.
I don't know if that's right, Dad. But he was pretty accurate with it,
Don't you wonder when they first measured their stride? Like, did they really tape measure it?
No. What? No, not a chance. they just know. Yeah. Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that stride mark off many times.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So maybe it is kind of.
I mean, he was always right
Yeah,
there
didn't-
within,
Didn't
9 or
Dad do
10
it
feet.
For square footage
Oh,
on the
yeah.
outside?
Oh,
Close
Dad used to do
Our
that
dad
stride
could,
all the
he could
time.
eyeball a room every time and be really close what the size of a room was.
I mean, you can do that
Yeah,
now,
we did,
right? I've
right.
gotten pretty good at
Yeah,
that
yeah.
myself. I'm like, how big do you think this room is? And then I sneak a look at my listing sheet and I go, I don't know, 11.8 by 14.1. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah.
Off an inch or two.
Rain
Here.
Man.
Hold on, these are size 11s.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm having fun. I was right. This is fun. So when Missy came aboard, and you've got all the Grady's right there, one business,
It was so much fun.
right? That
I
had
mean,
to have
how
been
many
fun.
people, how many parents get to work with all 3 of their kids? We had so much fun. Yeah.
So
We used to go on caravans to see new listings, and there was always crazy, funny
Clowns
stuff.
in a car.
Yeah, clowns in a boat.
We'd all pile into one car and drive everywhere to see all the new listings. And there's
Go have lunch and just, it was
Lots of
great.
fun.
It
Yeah.
was.
A lot of fun.
That's back when you could say, God, that was the ugliest bedspread I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Now
If there
you're on
were
camera.
recording devices when we were caravanning, we would have been out of the business. Especially Dad.
Yeah.
I've got a good story.
Please, please do. I don't want to pry them out of you. Let the stories go, because this is super fun.
Cindy was in the business. I can't remember if David started yet, but she was almost 9 months pregnant with her first child. And this young man walks in our office and he says, I want to go see this house over on Fayette. And I thought, I just did not want her to go over there and do it. She was already uncomfortable with baby coming. So I go and show this house in Fayette. And I told my office before I left, go ahead and call me on my cell phone. And we had a kind of a safe word that was Buffy. That was a previous dog we
Not
had.
Muffy.
Not Muffy, not to be
This is
confused
Buffy.
with Muffy.
Not to be, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, my office secretary called, after I'd been there for about 10 minutes, 15. And so I thought everything was fine. But I had this weird feeling, they say the hair goes up on your neck.
Yeah.
Listen to your gut.
Every time I would ask this young man questions, his aunt had just died and she was leaving him a good sum of money. So he had to wait until the inheritance came in.
I love that.
That's
So,
a good one.
but the whole time I was talking to him, you try to find out what a customer's looking for.
Sure.
He wouldn't look at me, wouldn't look, in my eyes. And the whole thing was weird. Plus, he parked his car about 4 houses down, and he came walking up the sidewalk. And that's when I first started getting really nervous. And it was a vacant house as well. So I told him to go down and look at the basement by himself. I thought, I'm not going down the basement of this house. And I couldn't get out of the house fast enough. I said, well, let's walk around the yard. Anyway, I came back to the office and I was telling Cindy, I said, something just weird. I can't figure out this guy. I don't think he's ever going to buy a house. So it was about 2 weeks later on the 10 o'clock news. I was watching it, and this young man robbed the biggest bank in town.
That was right.
And I thought, I was sitting there watching the news, and they showed the guy's
She called.
face.
She's like, you got to turn the news on.
I'm like, oh my God, no wonder. I really felt uncomfortable. Yeah.
The gut's a real thing.
Yeah. It's a crazy industry that we're in. Like the way that we are just kind of put out there, and we just take countless meetings with strangers.
Yeah.
And you never know. And even me, like, I'm not a little guy, but like the women in our industry, I'm so worried about. And my son's in the industry now, and I've got a daughter who's a senior in high school, and I don't know what she's going to do, but just a super magnetic personality. She would make a fantastic realtor. But if she did, you're not going anywhere without your brother, I promise.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it's just...
Gotta be careful.
I took
Yeah.
my dad one time because this person was raging, and it was a house. It was when the Craigslist whole thing happened, and these people had sent the listing I had.
Yeah, just the
closer.
microphone a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, tilted your way maybe
Okay.
just for a second.
They
You're
were
doing-
raging when they called, and so Dad said, I'm going with you. I don't trust this person, whatever. So I go over to the house. They'd given a $2,000 deposit to get the keys. It wasn't for rent. It was for sale. And I said, I'm sorry. We can't refund that. We didn't get the money. That was a scam, blah, blah, blah. I get back in the car, and my dad pulls out a screwdriver. It was the size of his entire arm. I said, what were you going to do with that? He said, I was going to protect you. And so I was like, okay. So, but we were always really good about taking somebody. If we had, like Dave would go with us, our dad would go, or we'd go with each other. Now we take our partners. Like,
Yeah.
women have to be smart.
Yeah.
You get as much information. A lot of people meet people here first. You get pictures, ask for their driver's license if you're uncomfortable. There's no limit to protecting yourself.
It's unfortunate we have to take all those precautions now, but we are very fortunate that they are there. What is it, like the forewarn?
Yeah, it's
Or
great.
even Facebook, just like
Even
to see if you
Facebook.
can find a face and
Yeah.
match it up. It just helps to
Yeah.
know who you're going to be dealing with.
And it just weird stuff. Like I always, if I get, somebody in a referral network sent me over a referral of somebody who had a house to list. And I said, okay, so I talk to the guy, and the conversation was kind of weird. And but sometimes some people are just socially
Yeah,
awkward.
right, yeah.
And so I try not to read too much into it, but he's telling me the property address. We have a meeting time. I'm supposed to go over there. We get off the phone. I go immediately to the county page and pull up the parcel. And that's not the guy's name, is the owner, right?
But he was in the house?
I don't know. I hadn't met him yet. We had an appointment set up. But before I went, I looked up the property.
Yeah.
I mean, like I always do.
Yeah.
And so I call him back and he doesn't answer. And so I leave him a voicemail. Hey, you're not listed as the owner of that property I'm supposed to meet you at. So just wonder if you could clear that up for me before we meet. Never heard from him again. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what I was walking into there.
Yeah.
But yikes.
The scammers are good.
Yeah.
This-
I just wonder what's their end goal with that.
I don't want to
so
know.
weird.
Yeah.
No.
Robbie, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, and I've got a very recent crazy I'm gonna maybe share because it's still kind of. But once we quit recording, remind me and I'll tell you an insane story that is
God.
just wrapping up. This got a lot less funny over the last few minutes.
Do you want to talk about all the naked people we walked in
Yes,
on, or people
that
in
happened.
showers,
100%.
Bubble baths.
bubble baths, toilets,
Sleeping?
Yeah.
sleeping, stepping
Oh,
over
yeah.
sleeping. One time we were in caravan and she was the first one through the door, and we're all like in a line to go through this hallway to. She opens up the bathroom and the lady was on the toilet, so she stops and we smacked into each other like it was the Three Stooges. Like it was
Like clowns in a Volkswagen.
It was. I mean, we were, and then she starts running and yelling, and we all just go running and like we're like, what are we running from, and what are we yelling about?
Right.
What did we see?
That must have been so mortifying for the poor lady on the toilet. It'd be bad enough if just one person walked in, but to get an entire family of people.
Yeah,
It's
I had
stuff
when
nightmares are made of.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I very first got into the business, and I went to go show a duplex over on Chenery. Was it? What's that street between like 5th and 6th? I think it was Chenery. Anyway, it was an up and down duplex, and the tenant on the bottom was an artist. So I've got this couple that I'm showing to, and I walk in, and there's really loud music playing. And on all the windows are these like saw blades on all the windows.
The painted saw blades?
Just like saw blades, but just he
Okay.
had those so if anybody broke in the window to get his art.
Oh.
And it was filled with giant canvases. Well, I knew that because I'd been in there before with him never being present. So that day I was showing the property. He did not use paintbrushes. He was completely naked,
Oh.
painting. And the three of us walked in. He did not hear us or see us because the music was so loud as he was painting. And they said, no need to stay. We walked right back out. I'm like 24 years old. I go back to the office and I'm like, is this
Not all
what this is
painters
going to
use
be?
brushes.
Is this what this job is going to be like?
Don't you wish
But
there
did you
was
sell it? Did you sell it?
I don't think I sold that one, but every time I drive by it, I go, I just nod at that
Naked
property.
painter.
Yeah.
Don't you wish there was like a showing time feedback request back then?
Right. Or I could have Facebook Lived real quick. This job is
Do you guys still
so
have open
interesting.
houses?
I just had one Sunday.
Did
I
you
hadn't
really?
had one since
They're coming
COVID.
back.
I have a story about an open house.
Please, by all
Since
means.
I'm out of the business, I can tell it.
Oh, good.
No.
Lean in.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah, you're fine.
So, granted, I'm in my early 20s, so I guess that's my excuse for this.
Stupidity.
The night before, I was out with some old high school and college buddies, and we were having iced teas.
Of course.
And till late in the morning, and I had an open house the next day, and went to the open house, and no one was showing up. I mean, there's probably a half hour left. I was just so tired. I'll just say tired.
I think I know where this is
And
going.
in the back room, I kind of just laid down. And I was waiting for someone to come by, and I'd hear him come in the door, of course. Well, I accidentally fell asleep. And I don't know if I was snoring or what. And all of a sudden, I hear someone walking down the hallway. And I hope I wasn't snoring, but I just jumped to my feet before they got to the door. Hi, I'm Dave Grady. And they had to have known I was snoozing. One person, the whole open house. So
You should have locked the door first.
Yeah.
So they had to ring the doorbell.
Are you speaking
have
from experience?
Is this experience?
Just popped into my head. No, just popped in. I only drink iced teas until about 10 or 11, and then I go home and go to bed.
You're getting older.
I'm getting
Not in
older.
your 20s anymore.
No,
Not my 20s
certainly
or
not.
30s.
Yeah, certainly not. You got a fun story like that, Betty?
Oh,
No,
damn.
I'm waiting for a Missy story.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. I can't. I don't. I think I told my story last time. How I ran into the car behind me.
She backed out of the driveway
Oh.
into her
Ah,
client.
see you guys later. They hadn't made it out the driveway yet.
Oh.
I did have a weird one time. Do you remember the guy I showed the houses to that always wore black gloves, even in the
Yes.
summer? And every time we were in,
What?
yeah, and every time we were in the houses together, my cell phone had no service. He was a techie guy, and then we found out later he gave me a fake name, abusing his wife.
Yeah,
It
Oh
was-
my gosh.
Yeah,
Showed houses to a lady that smelled every vent.
We all did.
we know the
We
name.
all went through
Don't
that.
say the name.
No,
Starts
don't.
with an L.
Every
Well,
couple of
she
years, we
was
try to remember her
sniffed
name
everything.
because we
And
start
remember,
telling stories about
we didn't know that.
Hold on. What was she smelling for?
For mold.
I think she's
Okay.
smelling for mold.
Allergic
But
to
she'd
mold.
get down on the ground. It was like great big sniff in the
Oh.
vents.
Yeah.
So the weirdest thing was all of us had individually showed this weirdo houses multiple times and never discussed it.
No.
Initially, until somebody said it, and we're like,
Probably
"Wait a minute,
Thanksgiving dinner
that
or
happened.
something."
That happened to me too. Wait, it happened to me too." And then we all figured out it was the same woman.
So she was
She was.
she was looking at houses with all of you.
Yes.
You
and
didn't
we didn't know,
know.
it.
No,
None of us
Chronic
knew it.
sniffer, I guess.
Chronic
there was
sniffer.
no
yeah.
buyer's agency forms back then.
Yeah.
So we did not know. Yeah. Well, there probably was. But.
I do remember just a short funny thing. I was showing houses to a young couple one time, and I had a whole list of every house we were going to. Oh my God! Every house I showed him, he had to take the lid off the toilet because
To look for that stamp.
somebody had told him, his father or whatever, that you truly know what year a house was built if you look somewhere on the toilet.
What if the toilet's been replaced?
Yeah.
What if you get a new comfy toilet
All
seat?
I can say is his relatives said, be sure to lift the lid off of every toilet.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a prank.
I
So
did-
whether he liked the house or not, he'd
No,
still look
the
at the
original
toilet.
toilets did have a stamp on them,
Yeah.
on the lid inside.
So I did finally sell these people a house, but oh boy, I think I showed them houses for 6 months.
What year was the house built?
I don't remember
You should
that
have looked
part.
under the toilet.
I wonder what year they stopped putting the year of the toilet. Yeah.
Wow.
Just funny, weird.
I do want to get Betty and Dave. I want to get your takes on this because you brought up the buyer agency agreement. You just kind of throw that out. What do you guys think about that? You're out of the business now. You didn't have to deal with this when you were in the business, but
Oh, I had to deal with it.
with the buyer agency agreement,
There was one
No.
back then.
Well, there was one, but-
But not the
Yeah.
new law.
Not
not
as-
yet,
yeah.
not the mandatory
Yeah.
thing that we have to do now. It's
Mandatory now?
It's mandatory.
that's the
Wow.
law. Yeah, we
Really?
have to have before we show.
I always felt it would scare somebody away.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I felt.
Now they
not
can't
like-
see a house without it.
Yeah. If they want to
Wow.
work with us,
Well,
they'll work with us. You know, like
Yeah.
he didn't want to make somebody have to work with
Which
you.
I like the Eric Pedigo method.
Oh, is it coined
That's
that
what I coined
officially?
it.
All right.
Yes. I tell this to people. It's brilliant. He takes the termination agreement
Yeah.
with him in case, it's less threatening that way.
It is. Yeah.
It's a really good practice.
Say, hey, if you want out of this, here you go.
Yeah.
Sign this, send it over.
I thought that was
It's
brilliant.
done.
Yeah.
I'm an idea guy.
Yeah.
It's good.
sometimes you have to fire yourself.
Oh,
Sometimes.
We've
yeah.
all fired ourselves.
I did that last month.
You fired yourself?
Yeah.
I think people that should keep you up all night and just stress you, and there's some people that just aren't worth it.
I've yet to fire myself.
You won't like it when you do.
12 years. I've had people that I've dealt with for years and years and never bought anything, and I'll still go show them a house if they call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's people like that. That's
Yeah.
not what we mean by
Yeah,
firing.
no, like
This is somebody that's maybe just nasty, mean.
Over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not respectful of your life.
Yeah.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah. No, gosh, we've shown houses to people for 3
Oh,
and
yeah.
5 years.
So it's
before
like
they
a,
buy.
yeah,
So
somebody who
the
doesn't
last
know how
month
to.
was a listing I had, and the guy was. I should have known at the appointment at 11 a.m. I watched him pour an entire pint glass of vodka for
Oof.
our first visit with each other, and he was belligerent then, and I should have probably been more careful. But
Yeah.
I needed the inventory.
Yeah. we all.
But then all of a sudden he starts sending me these horrific text messages late at night, early in the morning,
yeah.
all hours.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and his sister owned the house with him. It was a family home. She's totally embarrassed, texting me on the sign, "I'm so sorry." But I had to let the mics know because the last straw was I will be there to get my sign tomorrow in my lockbox. It was just terrible.
Oof.
So I let myself go.
Yeah, when my very first year was one of the first listings I ever had. I went over to meet with the guy, and Pat Selinger came with me because I still had no idea what I was doing, and we went over there at maybe 3:30 in the afternoon, and the guy was hammered right then. So I should have known, but I never this is like my first listing, first or second, anyhow, and he had a house, and it wasn't that nice, but. I brought the comps over like I was supposed to do, and I had the price that I told him, and he had the price he wanted, which was way too high, but we did that because I just wanted a listing. I was excited to get going, and anyhow, the whole thing was a nightmare. We couldn't sell it. He was so mad at me that we couldn't sell it because he said, "You were adamant we could get this for." I was like, "That was your drunk price. That wasn't my price."
Right.
Right. He did. He called Mike Busher and told on me for not being a good agent, and it was a whole big thing. So if that were to happen now, I would fire myself from that situation. But then I didn't know what I was. Why is this guy so mad at me? What's happening? But yeah.
I showed houses to a guy that for maybe 2 years. Each showing was 45 minutes.
Okay.
And
That's too long.
He would, way too long. He would, him and his father would come along. He'd take apart the furnace, look it all over. I'm like,
Oh.
do you even like the floor plan? No, I hate this house.
So what do we do?
Why are you taking apart the furnace? Anyway,
Yeah, it's-
had to limit the showings per day with that guy because it'd be all day if you showed him 5 houses.
You learn with clients like that. Like I'll go in, I know on the front end, the ones who will keep me there much longer than I want to be there than is necessary, and they'll be in the driveway and they'll just keep talking it. So I always know when I schedule, hey, can we go look at this house? No matter what's going on, I'll say yes, but I have an appointment at, an hour after that. So we've got about 30 minutes and I've got to be out the door.
They don't always care.
Yeah.
Well, I'll shut it right down. I'll say,
Yeah.
hey, I got to take off. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because
After about
that-
6 months.
so if any of my clients are listening,
30 minutes, you got
They
Yes.
know your secret.
I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the family dynamic. So you guys are all working together, and you got to do that which is so awesome that you got to do that for a good amount of time. Did anyone? Let's see. Were there certain strengths that some of you had that others didn't? Where you could kind of pick up the slack a little bit? Was somebody maybe like a better negotiator, somebody better at dealing with the more unruly clients, anything like that?
Dave's good at negotiating with cars.
Cars.
So which
Yeah.
carried over to houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably
You
more
drive the other person's car to the other dealership, and then you negotiate while you're driving a different person's car. It works. It worked. It worked.
So you go for a test drive, take it
Yeah.
to the other
You
dealership.
bet.
Yeah.
You bet. That's how you do it.
Okay.
There's my secret.
All right.
Well, I remember, back when we advertised in the newspaper, that was how you advertised your homes. And Cindy had worked at the newspaper and also got her degree in advertising. So when she first came in, I would, try to get her inspirations. And same way with Missy. She got her degree in art, and whenever it came up to trying to, plan anything that involved art, she was good at that.
Advertising.
Missy's got really good vision of how rooms should be laid out. So that's when we all went and got our staging degrees, and so we could help
They're
maybe
very organized.
set the room up a
Very
little bit better so
Yeah.
it showed better before pictures. And so I think she started us on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my strong point was probably educating because of my education background.
Sure.
Yeah.
I still take a lot of, probably way more time than I should with my clients to explain everything, but it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have an education background, but I do the same thing
Yeah.
where my throat's sore by the end of it. Like, boy, this was a lot. And I maybe could have done this quicker, but I'm so mortified that somebody's going to, not know what they
Right.
signed and be like, wait a minute, what is it? You got me in this horrible situation. I'm so scared of that I overdo it when I'm going through.
Yeah.
Um,
Overeducate than undereducate.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the best thing we saw our parents do is, one, Mom probably was shyer before she started in real estate, but our dad was really social.
Okay.
But
And I
they
remember you
also-
telling me about that.
Yeah, they were also really good about doing volunteer work. So Dad was part of ABC, American Business Club. Mom was very active in Junior League of Springfield. She encouraged Missy and I both after graduation to join that, and it was to train women to run a meeting, how to do an outline, how to just chair a committee or something. So I think that's helped us a lot, even
Okay.
carried over to, we've both been on the board of the real estate group for years. So, but they showed us that building relationships through both friendships, through being out in social, they always went out and talked to people. They loved to talk to people if they'd go anywhere or be part of giving back to the community. So they instilled that on us. Dave was in American Business Club too. So, we've always been in lots of different volunteer.
Yeah. We're not good
Positions?
at saying no, unfortunately.
No, trying to get better at that. But yeah, so I think, and this is what this job is all about, is the building the relationships. But I think that's how, there's not a day that goes by that one of us don't, hear, oh gosh, I knew your mom and dad. I
Sure.
yesterday I was at the thing and Almada from our office
yeah.
here, she said, I looked back, we bought our house from your dad, and now she's just getting into real
Yeah.
estate.
Oh, that's very
So
cool.
That happens to us a lot, which we feel very fortunate that we've.
Yeah.
I'm glad
people.
because one of my questions was going to be, what have you, what from your parents have you taken with you and still applied to your business now? And yeah, I'm sure it's a ton.
Work ethic.
Yeah, work ethic is
Always
number
be
one.
the first one to introduce yourself and
Yeah.
put your hand out and shake
Yeah,
hands.
shake hands, eye contact.
Learned
Look
that
at
from
people
my
in the eye.
father. Hmm.
That goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And how to read body language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't be
we're
afraid
pretty
to meet new people.
No.
And that's the whole conversation part of it. So last week I had 3 agents on here who were
that was good.
all in their early 20s, all in the Jerry George. Wasn't that
was
really
really
good?
good.
Yeah, I got to listen to that one.
Yeah, you
So
should.
was Shuna's. That was cute.
Shuna's was
Love her.
fantastic. Yeah, I've only talked to Shuna a handful of times before. I had no idea what I was in for with that one, but
She's
Shuna
great.
was incredible.
The
But
3 young pups are going to go far.
they all got good heads on
Yep.
their shoulders, don't they?
They sure do.
But one of the things we were talking about was the communication part, because their generation is
Totally
different. Right? It's not their fault. This is
Right.
is we've because I've got kids that age, and so we put devices in their hands when they were like 3 years old, so they don't and then we're like, these kids today are always on their devices. You're paying the bill for it. Yeah, right? Like,
Right.
yeah,
True.
so we can't get mad at them about it, but that's like a hurdle they have to overcome in this business. Is you really have to communicate. with people when
I
you
don't
do
think they
this.
talk on the phone as much. It's all texting,
don't?
isn't it?
Because you can misread tone in a text compared to talking to somebody. You know, like if
Yeah.
you're trying to explain something or trying to understand something or negotiate something,
Yeah.
talking is always going to be better.
And so when we're working, when we have newer agents starting off, younger agents, it's like we want to teach them, okay, this is what a contract does, and this is, but you got to back all the way up and say, hey, you can need to shake hands, look in the eye, introduce yourself. This is how you verbally communicate with people. So we got to like take it way back down to ground zero. And so I was wondering, one, Betty, was it hard to walk away from this? Was it hard to say I'm done?
It took
would
me
have
2
been.
weeks. Once I retired, 2 weeks to figure out what I was doing every day.
Yeah.
Only 2 weeks. I figured it out.
Then what'd you figure out?
I got to read more books. I got to play more golf. I got to go to Florida, enjoy the winter down there. So I love my retirement.
Okay.
But I still love hearing all their stories about what's going on now. And usually I just like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not working anymore.
There's not very many holidays that we still don't talk about real estate.
Yeah.
So it's just part
How
of
could
us.
you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel so happy when I hear that one of my past customers calls one of the girls. I'm like, means a lot.
Well, they should.
Yeah.
They should call
Means a
one of the
lot.
girls.
Yeah.
But years ago, I mean, people would come in our office, and pretty soon my customer would still meet the other kids.
Yeah.
So they knew them
Yeah.
before I retired.
Well, we also would call them because if it was a listing, we didn't have showing time. We called every one of each
Yeah.
other's clients. We'd take turns carrying the big book around, and you'd call and say, hey, Jim and Judy, would this on Saturday work? You might call them 3 or 4 times in a day. So then you build a little rapport with people that way. So that's why they did kind of feel like they knew all of us.
The whole family.
Yeah, and people came to the office more than they do these days. They'd come in to sign.
Yeah.
They'd come in
Or you go
to,
to their house.
yeah.
I
Sometimes
don't
they come
miss
into
that weekend floor giant book that
No,
we carry.
showing time's the greatest thing that
At all.
happened to us.
Muffy's owner used to come in just to talk.
Yeah. I was just going to say
He'd
that.
come in all the time just
They
to
Just to
Sure.
hang out,
Yeah.
socialize.
Yeah.
hang out and
he did.
socialize.
It makes it easy
We-
to get stuff done.
We might have had a million things to do, but sit and
People
talk
need to be
them.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good. It was awesome.
A
working
lot of
together.
fun.
Yeah.
So then, if a young person came to you now and said, I'm looking to get into real estate, do you have any advice? What would you tell them? Talk to my daughters.
No, well,
I'm retired,
no,
leave me alone.
I wouldn't. I could talk to them. I hear it all the time. People think real estate is so easy.
Yes.
So I usually say you got to many times be prepared to work 7 days a week. You might be showing a house at 7:30 at night, and so you have to have an excellent work ethic. So, but I used to hear sometimes, oh, I think it'd be so much fun to get in real estate.
Yeah.
So many pretty houses. Well, as we all know, every house is not beautiful.
No.
And how are you with rejection?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's number one.
Thick
I think.
skin.
Yeah.
How are you with
Oh, I cried one
rejection?
time, and I came back to the office, and I was crying, and she said, "Knock it off. You've got to get thick skin if you're
Yeah.
going to make it in this business." I don't think I've cried since.
I
You-
cried in
you
the
had
beginning, and it's been a long time.
She was tough with us. Like she just,
Oh, I had my tears in the beginning of my profession.
yeah.
Every time I'd come back and tell your dad, "Oh, well, I'll take over. I'll take." And I said, "No,
You can't fix it.
No.
He tried to fix it. And
You
we're like,
can't.
nope, we got to fix it.
No,
Yeah.
got to fix it ourselves."
So he'd want to step in and fix everything.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we needed to fix it ourselves.
Yeah.
That's how we learned
yeah.
That's probably something I need to work on.
with your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like,
That's the way I think we are as parents with the ages our kids are. We
Yeah.
just we've always kind of done so much for them, it seems like.
right.
It's hard to let it go.
That's when you learn, though.
Yeah.
You learn from those.
I'm trying to get better.
You learn from your own mistakes.
Yeah. Or if you didn't get a listing, why didn't I? And then you fix it.
Yes.
You're like, what can I do better? This is on me. What could I do better next time?
I think I take the approach of, okay, sit right here with me and listen to how I try to fix this, and then take something from that for yourself moving forward.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn.
Yeah, instead of just being like, figure it out, kid, because I've picked up a few things along the way, and it's like, this is how I pass it along, but I can't be there and go, okay, say this.
No.
Right.
Say this. Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, just let me talk for a minute, listen, absorb, and he's very good at that, and then use what you want, and don't.
Does he listen to this podcast?
He does.
Good, because there's so many great agents that have been on here
Yeah.
that have so much good advice.
This may have been, he's always had an interest in real estate, but he's been listening to the podcast the whole time since, I've been doing this over a year now. Is that crazy?
Congrats.
Fast year.
Yeah, it was.
I remember your first one.
Yeah, me too. I was sweating in the upper level of Bugos's office building downtown. But yeah, so it's been over a year, and he's listened to almost all of them, and he's picked up a lot from it. So, but yeah, that part is hard. You want to step in and you want to fix stuff. And do you remember when you came back crying? What caused it?
Yeah, it was a lawyer actually.
Oh,
it was a lawyer on a transaction, and he was representing the sellers. I think I had the buyers, and he was just trying to be a bully.
Oh yeah.
He was just trying to bully, and
So they didn't have an agent? It was just you versus
I don't know
an
if it was an
attorney?
estate or what. I remember the building. I can go by that building and look at the building too. So, yeah,
What goes around comes around. He ended up in prison.
Ha.
yeah.
That particular attorney.
So, don't mess with us.
Who's crying now?
Yeah.
All right.
Not over anything we did.
No.
Whole separate
No.
issue. But also, the guy closed his door and brought her into his office, and he had wasn't it a full-length picture of a nude lady?
Oh my God, Mom.
So much nudity in this
I think I
episode.
blocked that out.
Oh,
Was
no.
that why I was crying? I don't know.
Well, can you imagine?
He
That'd
was-
be awfully
I mean,
awkward to
yeah.
sit there and this
He was-
attorney's got it.
He was old. I mean,
Yeah.
I say that now. He's probably my age.
No.
Weren't we on a caravan one time and the actual one of the homeowners was nude above the bed?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
New picture?
Yeah.
That just came
Yes.
back to me from nowhere.
Yeah.
Dad had an open house at that one.
I bet.
A 4-hour
Come on
open
into the
house.
bedroom.
Really?
It was a full length nude over above the bed.
Yeah.
There is
Of the lady of the house.
Was he like, maybe take this down before?
Probably.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
he.
He never came out of the bedroom.
It was weird. Dad had an open house there every Sunday.
Yeah.
Weird.
And we'll start the tour here in the bedroom.
Well, I think it was a good picture because she was a Pilates instructor.
Yeah. Very healthy.
Very healthy.
Very healthy.
Yeah. You remember that one.
Yeah. She had pretty teeth. As Dad used to say.
See, Eric, I told you.
Yeah. You did warn me. I appreciate it. So are you, I don't know, I mean, how do you follow that with just like a normal question? Pretty teeth. Are you real happy with the way the girls are carrying on the family legacy here?
So proud.
You should be.
Very proud.
Busher courted her for a while before we knew that was going on. So
Yeah.
Really?
they were meeting before, yeah. And then we had a family.
Secret meetings.
Yeah. Then one Sunday, we had a family meeting and we made a whole pros and cons list. So,
And I know we talked about that
Yeah.
when you came on, was the family coming over here, bringing the business over to the real estate group. But I guess I would like to hear kind of your version of that, Betty, if you don't mind. Like, how did that come about?
it was harder for them, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Well, it wasn't my idea. Mike Busher just said, and I knew Mike. He said, would you, I just had a couple things to go over with you. You mind meeting me just for a glass of wine? So I did, and then he started laying out, why don't you think about bringing your whole office over to ours. So I thought about it for a while, and I originally talked to Pat about it, and he didn't want any part of it. You know, he's the one that first started,
Sure.
you know, in the business. So then I started talking to the girls, and they were very interested. We were finding it harder and harder as a small company to compete. And I could just see it happening. You know, other small companies had already merged with the real estate group, and some people had also gone to Remax. So it's a shame, though, in a way. I really loved it when we had a whole bunch of small companies.
Yeah.
We all got along great. There really wasn't any animosity. It was a different environment but it's part of the times, just like we have super Walmarts and
Yeah.
Sam's Club.
But we have kind of the same concept here at the real estate group with teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teams has
Little
kind of
families.
created little real estate offices under the big umbrella. But
Right.
Couldn't have come to a better place either.
no,
It-
it's been a great.
I agree with that.
It was great. It was a great decision because so she got to retire, and
Yeah.
Dad passed away 1 month after we got here, and unexpectedly, and you know we've thrived. So
We say
it
that
a
was
great-
partially God's work.
Yeah,
Well,
So-
everything is a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? So that's.
yeah,
So then,
people are
did
great.
the girls wanting to be a part of this, was that a pretty big
that-
deciding factor for you?
Yeah, I mean, change is difficult the older you get.
Sure.
So I mean, I was fine. Our company was doing very well, but I listened to them, and they had some very good ideas on how it could really help us. So I said, okay, we'll do it.
We used to have to be in the office to cover because if
Yeah.
there was walk-ins,
Sure.
and I'll never forget that 1 or 2 first Fridays that we were here. We look around and we're the only 3 here at like 1 o'clock. I go, we don't have to be here anymore. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
don't
it
have
gave
to
us
sit
a
at
little
the
more
office.
freedom, you know,
Mhm.
because there are people that we have, our great staff that cover some of that. So that gave us a little bit more freedom. We liked that part.
Remind me again, what year was that?
It was-
16.
2016.
June 1st.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then how many bottles of wine did Mike Busher bring to that meeting?
Well, we got a little buzzed on Mom's patio before we came over.
So you guys pre-gamed a little.
We
All
did.
right.
Well, it was a very serious meeting.
Yeah.
It was
so-
emotional.
And very emotional.
Yeah.
Very
And then
serious.
He was very
meeting.
kind to us.
He met us over here
at
and-
6 or 7 o'clock on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And
Gave us the tour and said, this is where I envision where you could all be close by each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it worked out.
Yep.
And so, Dave, you had already gotten out of the business.
Yes.
But how did you have some input there? How did you feel about the family business coming to the real estate group?
I was sad to see it go.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. But I understood why mom and dad wanted to do that at that time. And after dad passed, I really understood, why they did it. Just in time, really.
Yeah.
The support.
They wanted to,
Yeah.
didn't want to work forever.
Yeah.
If I didn't get sick, I'd probably still be doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you'd be right here with us. at the
Yeah,
group.
my license slapped when I got sick, and then it didn't go well, and then I had a second kidney transplant. So I'm now healthy enough to get back to work, and looking maybe to
Good
try
job.
something new. And if that doesn't work out, maybe I'll get my license and go back. I don't know.
I mean,
He was
Who knows?
really good.
I can see it. I mean, for one,
Thank you.
it's obviously in the family, but great personality on this guy, right? And
Thank you.
that's what.
He makes us laugh.
yes. He's
my
good at
job.
that.
It's amazing how
That's what I do.
like how much that helps when you have kind of a lighthearted personality and you can get a chuckle out of somebody. How all of a sudden their guard will drop down
Yeah,
and then they okay, yeah, this isn't so bad. You're not a terrible salesperson who just wants my money.
Yeah,
Right.
I always love working with tough customers and try to break them down
Same.
so I can get along and build a rapport. That was fun.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things
Yep.
is
Yeah.
the people who are so standoffish. When I finally get them
Yeah.
to like crack that first smile,
Yeah.
got it.
They like me.
I got it. Yeah.
Well, every
Yeah.
listing appointment you go on, it's a job interview.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You got to make an impression.
You do have to go, like, it's going on a new job interview, like, every time. Most people do that a few times in their life,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that's their career.
Yeah.
One interview, like, yeah, we do that
Every
all
week.
year, every year.
Yeah,
We're just,
I'm going on interviews now, and I don't get nervous at all.
I-
I've been on thousands of
Right.
them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure it's such a weird thing. Why do we put ourselves through this? I'm kind of ready to just read
Because
some
we-
books and go to
Isn't that
Florida.
some
like Betty.
incredible-
You
Oh,
make people happy.
Betty has a good time in Florida. She lives in the Villages part time, and
Yeah?
they dance and
Very active adult community.
yeah.
Good.
And don't believe everything you hear about the Villages.
Right.
No,
It's
it's
wonderful.
wonderful.
What do you hear about the Villages?
We'll let you look.
We'll
that
talk
up.
about that off microphone.
Would I have to check a special box when I upload this?
Yeah.
It was a 60-minute story many years ago.
Spiraled.
Really?
Yeah.
Villages.
The
are-
dancing's great.
The people
The
watching.
people watching
The
is
people
great.
watching is
It is
A
great.
plus.
It's Disney for adults. It's,
Yeah.
it's
It
fantastic.
is.
Oh, cool.
It is. We go everywhere in our golf carts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hardly ever drive a car.
No one cares
It's our
what
happy
they're
place.
wearing. They don't care.
No.
They
It's
don't care
nothing's
at all.
fancy.
No.
Nothing fancy.
And they
Some,
dance.
some of the
They
gals
dance a
wear
lot.
springy shoes. They're springing up and down with green visors.
You gotta watch
on.
some videos.
What?
It's
awesome.
crazy.
Springy shoes.
Yeah, I've never seen them before.
Okay.
Until I
Bouncy.
visited Mom.
It's
So,
like
bouncy
they have
shoes.
these huge bounces underneath, and it's supposed to give you more muscles in your legs.
Strengthen your leg.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But they
ankle,
dan-
ankle weights or something.
It's only a few people, but they
Ankle
dance in
breaker.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of line dancing too.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
line
still refuse to
Very
learn
against line
that.
dancing. Don't even bring up line
You-
dancing.
what do you have against
Really?
line dancing?
She thinks it's
It's
stupid.
so monotonous.
You
It
like
is.
I
country
like-
music, don't you?
I like
Show
free
us,
free
show
dancing.
us how you like to dance.
No.
This is a past. She has disco dancing trophies.
You do?
She did win a
Yeah.
disco dancing
Yeah,
contest.
she won. Yeah.
Dave and I taught her.
Yeah, when they were young and
Wait,
disco first
Show
came
us
on.
your routine.
Hold on.
Dave, you want a pencil?
No, Ellen.
The problem is when I taught Dave, I was the man and he had to be the woman.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, the hustle. We can do the hustle.
She's Ellen from Seinfeld.
Okay. I
Pretty
did.
much.
Yeah.
Elaine.
Elaine.
Oh, is that her
yeah.
name? Well, that must be your sister.
I did. Sister Elaine's lesser known sister Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Elaine
Lot of
wins
creativity.
dance contests, but
Oh,
has to have
you
hip
did win.
surgery.
She won
Yeah.
the realtor dance contest
Missy's our
last
dancer.
year.
Music
Blew out
I
her
didn't
hip.
know that. I knew that. I think.
Oh yeah, I've got a video.
Put me
if you
over
need
Now
the
it.
she's
edge.
having hip surgery this winter.
Is that real?
In 26 days.
Ooh. Because of dancing?
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's got a trophy.
well.
No, I got a lousy T-shirt.
Oh.
She was a pom-pom
Sorry
girl,
about that.
too, in high school.
Okay.
Cheer-
are we done
cheerleader.
here? Are we done
Pom-pom
here?
girl, cheerleader.
We're just getting started. Tell us more about when the kids were teenagers.
No, I can't tell
Okay.
those stories.
All right.
They like to
We were
tell me
angels.
more now when they can't be in
Oh, it's
trouble.
fun to
it's
tell
so
her.
Oh,
now.
isn't that fun? Oh, yeah. My brothers and I do the same thing
It's
to
fun
my
until
mom.
your son starts telling you, and then it's not so cool.
No. What they got
Strangely
away
enough, like our kids' generations, I don't know if it's the same, but like
They're good.
they tell us stuff, like stuff where it's like, whoa, hey, whoa. I don't want to hear this right now.
Yeah.
TMI.
Tell me in 20 years when I can be, oh, you crazy kids. But right now, it's like, don't tell me this. But they're like, what? But I'm happy they're open.
I like
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
openness.
I like that too. But yeah, some stories I
Gosh.
don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Like I would have never said that to my parents at your age. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's a different time.
It is a different time. It is a different time. Well, I've had a really good time.
Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
this
been
was
fun.
this was
Yeah.
so much fun. Was it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you glad they talked
okay.
you into it?
I just don't think I could have talked myself for an hour.
Oh, I could have got an hour
That's
out
why
of you.
Oh, yeah.
If there was Chardonnay, she could have.
Yeah.
We could have got Busher in here to bring some wine.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Thanks, Eric.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you guys so
you.
much. That was a lot of fun. Of just a room full of Grady's.
Thank you.
Couldn't beat it. All right.